day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, Harrison Butker is set to kick off. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week: 15 carries, 54 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success. And we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move. But the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave them no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams. They need all of them to play better in this one, too.
Give him 8 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
He did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. To Jefferson on the slant. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert now. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be up here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Gone after the sack. He's still down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your own fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. This is Carson, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Darnold from the gun. A pass underneath for Carson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And nearly picked off. Even surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Gordon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
The extra point is good.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Carson fumbles the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And 1.
Out of the gun, Herbert got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. But now look at this. Big game. A fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Now Herbert following the turnover. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. If the man is Westbrook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The 13-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Herbert sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Herbert now on second down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception? And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. If second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Well, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well, But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent, and, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well, and right now he's the focal point of it.
Flush to his right.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Early on, the running game's been working well.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys continue to pour it on. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. got a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gordon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
This is Mostert. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he completes it to Westbrook. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From Waller, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try to keep him upright.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off around the 27.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try to run with Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting it.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is
good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good. Good for him. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a second and long. From the gun, Herbert. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They're going to go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spot. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jesse James there to make the grab. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Harrison Butker set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now we're... And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
On the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player...
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Back to throw, Darnold. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him.
To Chris Carson.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Brings up third down.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
A lot of times it's that first... read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
38-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. This is Gordon.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Here's Mostert. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From a yard out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
First and 10.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Chargers.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 18-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Flush to his right. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Again, Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and this will complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Darnold from the gun. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 49.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Well, he challenged the play. Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, Herbert
will get this into the hands of Mostert.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Darnold now to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And brought in by the tight end Cook. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now it's Darnold. It's Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3. at the 49-yard line.
Again, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Well, he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45-yard
to the air again, Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly what you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a pull run by the time he gets the football.
Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
He is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And now out come the Steelers. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Pass incomplete to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Now Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
Complete.
13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Darnold, and he's going to go down again. And Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Caught left side by Funchess. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.